Hello guys, this room is day 9 of TryHack Me Advent of Cyber 2 and this thing involves FTP, and let's get started, and also we'll get that reverse shell back and do everything. So this is the IP address which we have. So let's start with the questions. So as usual, let's start with nmap and then the command, not the command, the IP address. So when I type nmap and the IP address, it will give me a result of what are the open ports which this IP address has, and I've already done this. So it has two open ports, one is FTP, one is SSH. So we have two open ports with us. So as you can see port 21 FTP is open. So whenever you see FTP port, then it's like a good practice maybe, or it's like how you can just check this by running nmap-sc with the same IP address. SC is a default script scan. What it will do, it will run it with a script and it will try and check to find more things in it. So for example, I just ran the same thing with -sc, and what I find is that FTP is not only open, but anyone can log in FTP with anonymous. It says anonymous FTP login allowed. When it says anonymous FTP login allowed, it means that you can just go to this IP address and you can connect as the name anonymous, which is not always the case and which is not always true. You need a proper username and a proper password to log in into an FTP, but just because this was quite default and it was just not set properly, it can be seen that anonymous as a username allows a proper login, and I can just go inside and I can check their files and all. So I cannot check each and every file, but at least still I am inside. So name of the directory of the FTP server whose data can be accessible by the anonymous user. So when I do ls-la, then you can clearly see that out of all of these, you see 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I guess I'm an anonymous user, so I would have the least privileges, so I would be in the third data set, this thing. So I have read permissions inside that's different, but in this directory, which is the last one, there is read, write, execute, and I have all the permissions that is there in this directory known as public. So let's go there, and actually if you'll cd to all of these directories, what you will find is nothing. It's quite empty actually. So cd public, I can just go to public. That's right. And question 2, what script gets executed within this directory? Again, to list out all the things inside this, you need to do ls, which is the ls command, and as you can see, there are these, one is backup.sh and one is shoppinglist.txt, which is there. One second, I'll just clear something up. Yeah, now we are good to go. Okay, so here when you can see that there are two of these, one is backup, one is shopping list. Now to get a file from this place to whatever directory you want, so pwd is the present working directory, lcd is the local current directory which is there in your own computer. So to change my local current directory to music, I'll need to type lcd music, and why I'm doing it in music is because it's just a directory which I've created, which usually stays empty, because I don't want to put everything in my home directory or a directory. Okay, so let's now receive the file. So to receive the file, I'll type get, and to put file it is put, to receive the file it's get, and let me get this file, and also let me get this other file. So it says the transfer has been completed, and as you can see, if I'll go to the music directory and if I'll do ls, these are the two files which have now been received by me. But you make sure that tab doesn't work over here, autocomplete. You need to just copy the whole thing and with get in the front. So now let's cat out both of these. So the Polar Express movie is inside this Christmas shopping list. So let me first finish this one. Okay, what is wrong with this? Which movie does Santa has? Okay, I need to remove the last movie part. The Polar Express, that's right. And which script is executed within this directory? So there was a backup.script which was the only script, which I'll just cat out in 1 second. So as you can see, if I cat that out, it clearly says that it is created by this person to back up all of Santa's goodies. So what it will do something, but the main thing which is over here, which is like it is an automated transfer of backups to backup and all, it has been given over here. And also as a helper thing, it is also given that it is created by this person, Elf McKeeger, and what happens is that it will run, I think every day it will run. See, I think, yeah, here it is saying in the second line, Santa likes to delete things, so this script will run every minute. So that's a script which is running every minute. Now how do we know that it is running every minute? It is given to us that it is running every minute, otherwise it is quite not that easy to check this out. So that's nice of it. And also one more thing, that since this is running every minute, we can do something. Now the get command will still work, while for the put command you need to be sure whether you have write permissions or not. So I cannot actually write in these 3 directories, in any of these 5 directories. I'm only about to write in this thing because this says public. Now apart from that, it has a W over here which gives me write permissions, so I can actually put a file in this directory. So right now there is this backup.sh. What I will do is I'll change this backup.sh, I'll put in my own value, and then I'll get a reverse shell firstly. So I'll replace that with a reverse shell. So they are given a link to like cheat sheet. I won't use that. I'll use the Pentestmonkey reverse shell cheat sheet, and over here I'll go and okay, not this one, Pentestmonkey reverse shell Pentestmonkey, yeah. And over here I will be using this one. Okay, so to edit this backup, see, this is the plan which I have in my mind, is this backup.sh which you see over here. I'll just take this and I'll put it here, and once I put it here and that script runs, it will throw back me a connection of reverse shell. This is the plan. So I need to edit all of this, and I'll put this backup.sh over here, and when I put that backup sh, it will override this backup. Okay, so now firstly I need to change it, so I can do nano and I can do all this stuff, Control A, enter. I won't do that, I will use gedit for now because that's faster, I guess. Now I put my thing, which is my script, and now I'll do sudo ifconfig. This will give me my IP, and this IP I'll switch it here. So this is a reverse shell. Okay, as you can see, this is a reverse shell. So this is just the line for reverse shell. You don't need to remember it. Every time you face something like this, you can go to that cheat sheet, Pentestmonkey, or over here, and over here you can look for a reverse shell. So the ones I like this one, so I'm using this one. So over here, this thing which you see 10.0.0.1, we need to replace your IP instead of that IP. Okay, so everything is set. If I'll just cat it out once more, let me clear it. Yeah, so this is our final thing which will throw us that reverse shell, so that will actually be in the server. And this is my IP and this is a port. So to put things, I'll do put backup.sh, and we start my netcat listener. So I'll explain in lvnp1234. I'll just explain everything in just a second. Okay, so this is the reverse shell line which will give us the reverse shell. This will when I do put over here, the only reason I'm able to edit is because I have permissions to edit, and when I put this backup.sh now changed, and it has been changed to a different value which is made by me. So all of this is now inside this backup.sh, and this backup.sh file is actually ran by the computer itself every minute. So in every minute when that thing runs, it will throw me back a connection, as you can see, and I actually have a connection. And once you cat out that flag, everything will done. So answer for this one is just you need to type cat flag dot txt, and this, remember, this is not FTP. So over here cat did not work because that was FTP, while this is a proper shell and you can do anything which a shell can do. The only thing is, okay, we are even root. See, so perfect. We are actually totally exploited everything from here. So I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.